Yo, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be doing some more of the Umineko playthrough. Now, I really want to know what's going to happen today, because today, let's be honest, has one of the most interesting moments waiting for us. I.e. the dinner party. Well, not the dinner party, but like the dinner in general. We're just finally going to see what the hell's going to happen there. And I really want to, because I kind of get the impression that, you know, firstly the letter, and secondly, yeah, I really wonder what that letter is actually going to be. I wonder if it's going to be something that maybe, I don't know, maybe links how they've actually done in the night, for example. I don't know. I really don't know, and I want to find out very badly. Right, so, yeah, let me just quickly do stuff that I should have done before the video started. I.e. take my socks off. There we are. Right. And anyway, we'll lock this room and leave everything as it is until the police come. Yeah, fair enough, actually. Yeah. Yeah, don't want to interfere with the evidence, I suppose, because that could potentially put you in trouble. No objections, I take it. Natty announced it as though she didn't care whether they agreed or not. Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, you're going to agree with her, otherwise you are going to be fucked. I mean, yeah. You're going to be scolded at very badly. If anybody had a right to object, it would have been George. Oh, yeah, understandable. Yeah. But he looked as though he'd shed enough to... Yeah, fair enough, actually. I mean, yeah, to be honest, George is really rational. If he wasn't, he would definitely not agree to this. George nodded slightly, still facing away from the others. God, that really is quite surprising, but I suppose he started crying now. And when he stood up, everyone else agreed. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Everyone was doing it for his sake. That's really nice. Not that he still hadn't opened that Western envelope with the family head she'd picked up. Yeah, but now that they decided to leave this room, she decided to unseal it in the parlour, where everyone could watch. Oh my god, I really wonder what's actually going to happen. As soon as they walked out into the hallway to head back to the parlour, some of them immediately felt something out of place, or maybe sensed something strange. Oh, Maria. Stinks? Don't tell me there is another dead body. What? Oh, did you notice it too, Maria? Interesting. It's either, I don't know, some sort of really weird black magic stuff, or for a more rational explanation, blood. Seriously, what's that smell? It's awful. When everybody sniffed the air. Yeah, that is weird. They did notice a horrible burnt smell drifted. They did notice a horrible burnt smell drifting through the hallway. One that none of them had smelled until that. Yeah, that is weird. Ooh. Yeah, don't do it on your own. Oh my god, I will go quickly to check the kitchen. Oh, I'm sure I'd have the phone. Oh my god, could you imagine if she hadn't? Oh, that would be so embarrassing. After noticing a burnt smell, it was natural that Kumasawa, who had just been using the burner in the kitchen, suspected that her own slip-up had caused it. Yeah. Kumasawa hastily dashed away. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. Come on, go with Kumasawa. Yeah, definitely, yeah. I wonder if this is a trap by whoever could potentially be killing. Yes. After nodding at Genji's order, Kanon followed after her. Yeah, he wasn't running, but as he followed her, he tried to search for the cause of the smell in other directions as well. Yeah, good one. Good play. Yeah, I wonder what she has to say. Stinks. That was very useful. Yeah. Fair enough. It truly is a sense that makes the nose wrinkle. God. Yeah. However, that doesn't mean we can just open a window for ventilation. Yeah, fair enough. Oh yeah, understandable. Yeah. Especially because of what you've seen happen to, for example, Eva and Hideyoshi. Like, you really think a dagger coming at that speed may not just, I don't know, go in through the window? Oh, it's ridiculous, whatever you say. Yeah, good one. Let us run the fan.
窓を開ける必要はないと思います。
Yeah, good. I do not believe there will be any need to open the windows.
ジョージの兄貴、
George Aniki.
話しかけても大丈夫かよ。
Is it okay if I talk to you?
犯人を探す相談なら構わないよ。
Yeah, you can just hear his voice and how much it's changed. It's about finding the culprit. Then, if it's about finding the culprit, then I have no problem. Objections, even? Oh, well, problems. Yeah. It seemed that George had managed to climb out of the abyss of sorrow. Yeah, fair enough, actually, yeah. Understandable. Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. It's too brutal. All the fielders just now was the quiet flame of hatred towards the culprit who had stolen the lives of the one he loved and his beloved. I know.
部屋にはチェーンがかかってた。
The chain for this room was set.
さっき構造を見たが、とても外から細工できる代物じゃねえ。
Exactly. The chain for this room was set. From when I could tell by looking at it, I'm positive that it couldn't be opened from the outside.
完璧な密室だったってことだ。
In other words, this is a perfect closed room. Exactly. Exactly. That does seem to be the case.
バラ庭園の倉庫の時はシャッターの鍵を使用人室からこっそりと持ち出したの
Yeah,
だ。
but how have they done it this time? In the case of the Rose Garden storehouse, they might have sneaked the shutter's key out of the servant
あるい
room.
は複製の鍵を持っていた可能性とかいくつか方法が想像できた。
Or maybe they had a duplicate key. I can imagine many ways they could have done it.
でもチェーンは違う。
Exactly, yeah, but this chain is
チェー
different.
ンは一般に浸透した施錠方法の中で最もシンプルに密室を構築できる。
Understandable, actually. Yeah. Fair enough, because they had a chain. That makes no sense. The fact that they have actually been able to be killed. Obviously, they haven't actually killed themselves, and yet there was no, and yet the chain hadn't been cut whatsoever. I mean, how is that possible? How is it possible to sneak into a door without them noticing with the chain being cut? Maybe the chain actually was really wide and it created enough of an opening. That's my only rational thought. It is weird though.
チェーンだけは物理的に破壊しない限り外からはどうにもならないぜ。
God! Only a chain will block everyone coming from the outside as long as it isn't physically broken.
じゃあつまり犯人は扉からは出入りしなかったってことなのか。
So that could potentially mean that they were always in there before Eva and Hideyoshi actually came in and they were just hiding somehow. I don't know though. Yeah, that could be a valid theory, and maybe Eva and Hideyoshi could have potentially exposed this culprit if they've seen his face. But yeah, so does this mean the culprit couldn't have gone through in or out of the door?
こりゃ面白い。
That's interesting.
つい数時間ほど前にも扉以外でどうやって部屋から出入りしたのかってみんなで騒いだ気がするぜ。
Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Just a few hours ago, I seem to remember everyone making a fuss of how to enter the door without a room, without a key, and without using the door. Oh, yeah. Back then, we were all losing our cool, wondering how grandfather had disappeared from his room. Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. The receipt Aunt Eva stuck in the door on a whim. Oh yeah, proved that the door had remained. See, I know, that's the weirdest thing. And since Aunt Natsuki was the only person to enter or exit during that time, she was under suspicion. Yeah, exactly. Aunt Eva proposed a theory about how Aunt Natsuki might have thrown grandfather out of the window and left by the door herself. Yeah, but I don't really think that's likely. Yeah, but this door is much simpler. Yeah, it was sealed from the inside by the door chain. So how the fuck were they able to even get in there? The window had also been locked from the inside, and the bodies had been hidden inside the room. The only logical conclusion is that the culprit was in there beforehand, but at the same time, how would they know exactly that these guys would go into this room? I mean, their plans to... Well, maybe it could just be a place of hiding. And they have just, by bad timing, got in this place. And that could be valid. And the bodies have been inside the room. This time it really had been, without exaggeration, a true yeah, definitely, yeah. That's right. If you include grandfather's disappearance, 3 cases have occurred. Fair enough, actually, yeah. And all 3 times, the door has been the point of interest. Yeah, that is actually really quite funny, that. Yeah. The first was the shutter. There was a key in the servants' room. Oh yeah, and if we assume somebody knew about that, this can't really be called a closed room. Yeah. The next was the door sealed by the receipt. Ah, yeah. However, Aunt Natsuki entered that room. Yeah, exactly, yeah. So if grandfather had left through the window or had been thrown out, she would have been able to lock the window before escaping. Yeah. But she hasn't. Or like my theory, grandfather could have hidden until the receipt was gone and left the room later. Yeah, definitely. I think that's probably the most realistic. Basically, this door can be defeated with a handful of desperate tricks. Yeah, fair. In that sense, you really can't call this one a closed room either. Yeah, that is interesting. You can't really call it a closed room because it has potential to be handled if you, I suppose, do it correctly, really. And because the grandfather can potentially escape after the lock is actually closed. It could be a closed room, but at the same time I think it's more likely that isn't the case. Yeah, this one, yeah! And now we have the deal sealed with the door chain. Yeah, finally we have to give up. Yeah, the window, the door, everything had been locked. It was a perfect close. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the first hadn't been a closed room because everyone could be suspected. Fair enough. Yeah, who can be suspected for this? The second hadn't been a closed room because Aunt Natsuki could be suspected. Yeah, that's fair enough. Nobody can be suspected here. Yeah, but this time nobody can be suspected. This is a perfect closed room because the door chain formed a seal that blocked everyone equally well. Okay, yeah, nobody could have slipped past that then. My god. That is weird. Funny that he's behind a figure of significance. In that case, did the culprit carry out the crime without entering the room? Yeah, it must have been the case. I mean, what else would make sense? Actually, would that make sense? How could that even be possible? With some method from outside the room. They couldn't have thrown the knife because of Eva having, slept on the bed. How could the knife be thrust on top of her forehead if it was thrown long range, really? Because it could, in theory, be thrown through the gap. And obviously, Hideyoshi disproves that even more. Good point. Yeah. Even though the chain makes it impossible to open it wide enough for a person to fit through, you can open it a small crack. Oh, that is interesting. Yeah, but at the same time, how did they get in? It was a totally closed room. How did they not move the bodies? Did the culprit knock on the door to make them peer out before attacking them? Yeah, you are. Wait, am I missing something? Yeah, you are. Exactly, yeah. If Aunt Eva's body had been lying right next to the door, then it might have been possible. I know, at the back of the room as well. But she was on the bed at the back of the room. Yeah, and Uncle Hideyoshi was even in the bathroom. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Looking from the crack in the door, you couldn't even see them. Yep, and you couldn't reach them with your hands either. Oh, yeah, you just see Basile's face. How impossible this is. Like, it doesn't make sense, though. How could this have been done? Exactly, yeah.
全然ダメだぜ。さっぱりだ。
It's all useless. I don't have a clue. Yeah, something was tugging softly at my sleeve. Yeah. Interesting that. Yeah, Maria's probably just gonna solve this by giving a really, really ridiculous solution. That is so weird that you can't see any of them by looking at the crack in the door. Right, Maria, what do you want? Ooh.
満足
Satisfied? What?
満足って何がだよ。
What do you mean satisfied? Yeah, I think we're going to find out. I mean, I don't really think the normal Maria would ask that.
バトラは親族の誰かを疑うのが嫌だから犯人はベアトリーチェであってほしいと願ったよ
Butler, since you didn't want to suspect any of your relatives, which is fair enough, yeah, you made a wish saying you wanted the culprit to be Beatrice, right? Oh my god, yeah!
だからベアトリーチェは叶えた
Oh no, this is the worst thing though. Now he's going to think that he could have potentially been the cause of that death. Well, Beatrice
バト
granted
ラ
that
が言っ
wish.
た通り絶対に人間には無理なことをしてバトラに魔女の存在を信じさせてくれた
Well, Beatrice granted that wish. Just as you asked, she did something that was completely impossible for a human. Yeah, to make you believe in the wish. Yeah, exactly.
なのにわがまま
No, because it just doesn't add up whatsoever. And now you're complaining. How selfish. Jesus Christ, her laugh is so weird. What is he doing? Without Maria, who was laughing unpleasantly on the head with my fist?
ああ、叶えてくれてありがとうよ。
Sure, thanks for
今の
granting
は
that
その
wish.
礼と、不謹慎な時に笑ったことへの教育的指導だ。
Yeah, my god, fair. Yeah, that now was to thank you and also to teach you to stop laughing when it's inappropriate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. More importantly, tell me.
エヴァおばさんたちの部屋の扉にも。
Oh yeah.
落書きがされていた。
Yeah, that was another mysterious scribble on the door to Aunt Eva and Uncle
あれも
Hideyoshi's
また
room.
魔法陣なのか。
Was that another magic circle? It's gotta be. Or maybe it isn't, who knows? Right, what is she gonna say?
あれは特に覚えやすい特徴的な形なんだからあのくらい知っててほしいね
So she's talking as if she's the one that's drawn this. Maria is either being... I don't really know. Beatrice is either talking through Maria, or maybe it could be likely that... I don't know. Maybe... I don't know, Maria did it herself. By being manipulated by Beatrice. Who knows? It's really hard to tell though. That one had a really memorable and characteristic design, so I'd hope you'd at least know what it was. Ouch! Oh my god!
知らねえから花を持たせてやってんだ。
Yeah, god. It is really quite surprising that, you know, Battler is just getting so much more hostile with Maria here. I don't know, which is why I'm letting you take the credit. Yeah.
ごちゃごちゃ言わねえで解説しろい。
Yeah, quit whining and explain. Yeah, fair enough.
バトラは暴力的だね
Yeah, fair enough. I don't even disagree. But yeah, at the same time, though, I really don't blame him. Are you sure?
あんまり意地悪すると教えないよ
I won't tell you if you're too mean. Get it?
あいた
I love that she just isn't listened to whatsoever.
言うよこのげんこつ男
I say it. Stop hitting me.
あれは月の1の魔法陣だよ
First magic circle of the moon. We have sun, now we have moon. Weird. I mean, obviously it's a really quite noticeable contrast. I just really wonder why it's... Why they're linked, really. Does it maybe mean that 6 people are going to die in total thanks to the magic circle? And they're just going to be killed off one by one? Who knows? Well, Kanon and Kumasawa could be very likely to die, if you ask me at least. Yeah, what does it mean? Yeah, oh my god, you can really just tell the total emergency in his voice. What is the magic circle's effect? Yeah, what does the Hebrew writing mean? Somebody's a little bit of a nerd. My god. The words are from the Old Testament, Psalms 107 verse 16. For he has broken through gates of brass and cuts through bars of iron. This magic circle has 2 effects. How? How can one particular... I suppose I do see the resemblance. I mean, I suppose you obviously have a door opening here, but then this kind of looks like a prison cell, or maybe a building. I don't know. It kind of does look like a building if you look at it that way, actually. Kind of looks like a church. No, not really. Actually, no, I don't even know why I said that. Yeah. It is really quite odd, though. These look like H's, but they're actually things in Hebrew. I know, that sure is convenient. Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, so you're saying that they're trying to make it look like they're a witch because this closed room has a door that can't be open without relying on magic. And the other effect? Yeah, I mean, I suppose so. I mean, if a door can't be opened whatsoever without, you know, magic being the sole cause, then how can you think it's anything other than a witch, really? And the other effect? When you're blocked by unopenable doors in all directions, it opens a door. How's that even possible? Fair, but using it in a difficult situation, it gives you a solution you hadn't even thought of until then. Generally speaking, you receive the powers of observation, discernment, inspiration, and intuition. Yeah, it is interesting that. I mean, Bushi's just trying to provoke you since there's no way lowly humans like Basila, Jesus Christ. Yeah, add insult to injury, holy shit. Like lowly humans like Basila could figure out how this door was open. Yeah. God. Yeah, I mean, she kind of deserved that. Fucking hell. Read the room. Well, I think because of this person, she's not going to be able to do so. This kid is very, very weird. I miss the Maria that was very innocent and had nothing wrong with her. Yeah, that is really, really weird, though. It's interesting that, I suppose if you were in, for example, a door maze, that none of the doors could be opened in, this magic circle of the moon would actually open the door. That's so weird. Oh, shit.
よーし、もう黙れご苦労。
Okay, good work, so shut up.
上等だぜ。その魔女の挑戦、受けてやら。
Wait, so what is the challenge? Disprove her existence? Okay, good work, so shut up. Sounds great, I'll accept this challenge from the witch.
マリアちゃん、
Maria-chan.
この世に魔女も悪魔も存在しない。
Yeah, I do find it really quite interesting that he's literally saying that behind this. Yeah, things like witches and demons don't exist in the world, in
父
this
さん
world.
と母さんは誰かが殺した。
Yeah, fair. Somebody killed father and mother.
それが僕のよく知る人間なのか、知らない人間なのかはわからない。
I really wonder. I don't know whether that was someone I knew or not.
そのどちらであっても必ず人間なんだ。
Yeah, interesting that these people have a firm belief that humans are the only people that have been responsible for this. And, you know, it's just funny that, you know, Beatrice trying to provoke them is... they're not falling for it whatsoever.
しかしどうやって
I know. Yeah, but how?
せいぜい10センチ程度しか開かない扉の隙
Yeah,
間から
exactly.
どうやったら室内の2人を
I agree. How did they reach those two through that crack in the door? It couldn't have been more than 10 centimeters wide. Yeah!
それにしても耐え難い匂いです。
Oh my god, yeah! I really wonder what the stench is. At any rate, I can hardly stand this stench.
一体何事なのですか？
Exactly, what in the world could it be? Ooh, I really wonder what's going to happen regarding... Yes. Oh. Kanon and Kumasawa, who had gone on ahead, realised that the smell wasn't coming from the kitchen even before they arrived. Oh! That was because they noticed an even thicker wave of stench rising up from the stairs leading to the basement, which they passed to on their way to the kitchen.
ボイラー室。
The boiler room. Wait, what?
またボイラーの調子が悪いんでしょうか。
God, I wonder if there's something wrong with the boiler again. Yeah, I don't really think it'd be something that trivial. Those stairs led to the underground boiler room. The mansion's boiler was old and in poor condition. Oh god. Both of them had witnessed problems with the boiler on several occasions, but they had never smelled the boiler. But yeah, the boiler belching out a stench like this before. Yeah, I really do wonder what it is actually going to be, because you imagine if the boilers, I don't know, somehow become a hazard, basically. I don't know if that would be possible though. It sounds very unlikely, but I don't know, it could happen. Who knows? It is interesting, this. Oh, right, slam.
今の音は
Okay, that is weird. Wait, you've got to be kidding me. So these people are basically just walking around. And then we hear, like, a slam sound. They're dead. They're dead. That's all I can say. Okay, that is weird. They could have essentially caught the culprit right here, right now. Oh my god, the thing they heard from the basement was definitely the sound of a door closing. Kumasawa had phrased it as a question, but she already knew it couldn't be anything. Yeah. That's so weird. So who's there? Who's responsible for this odd smell? Kumasawa was so surprised at that sound that her knees gave away yet again, and she can't. Oh yeah, understandable. Yeah. After all, at that very moment. Yeah, nobody could have been in the boiler room. A magic circle of the moon? Could that be the reason? behind it. Just a few seconds ago, everybody had been crowded together around Eva and Hideyoshi's room. Exactly. Yeah. It's impossible. So who caused the sound of a door closing just now? Exactly. Yeah. Kanon-san. Oh shit, what's actually happening? Oh god! After taking a second to sort out the situation. Kanon ran down towards the basement. Since they'd heard the sound of a door closing just now, and there was no sign of anybody coming up the step. Yeah, that is interesting. That is somebody going to be waiting at the door. Yeah. The person who closed the door had to be inside the boiler room. They could potentially expose the culprit here. I'm not even joking. That is if they can even see the culprit. Because if the culprit's Beatrice, they're not going to be able to see her. If the boiler room had been a dead end, Kanon wouldn't have rushed in so hastily. But Kanon was a servant, so he knew. Oh, that's interesting. Could the boiler room actually have been the way they'd got out? But at the same time, to actually know that, you would need to be a really quite, faithful person of the Yoshinomiya household. How would you know that if you were just there with the intent to murder and steal Blumen Kinzo's inheritance? Doesn't really make much sense. But at the same time, that could maybe provide a theory as to, I don't know, for example, how Kinzo escaped. That is, if he escaped. If you didn't chase him now, they might. Oh, yeah, fair enough, actually, yeah. Kumasawa reached the same conclusion long after Kanon did. Yeah, definitely, yeah. But she couldn't let him go alone. Oh, yeah, understandable. Understandable, yeah. The thing in the boiler room was the culprit. Exactly, yeah. An opponent who had easily killed 6 adults in the first, but yeah, they wouldn't ever stop. Then, no matter how Kanon confronted them, he wouldn't be agreed. Yeah. And I think if you have the insanity to kill 6 people, you're not going to listen to one mere person. Of course, with this argument, even if Kumasawa joined him, it wouldn't change anything. Yeah, understandable, actually. Yeah. Yeah, but at the same time, at least she can convince Kanon to leave. I think that's the only thing that she can do. At any rate, after a delay, Kumasawa decided that she mustn't let Kanon go alone, and she rushed down the stairs. Oh my god, right. Who the fuck is going to be down here? I recognise this image from Higurashi Horror Plus. They reused an Umineko background but just recoloured it. That's quite sad. At that time, Kanon was already in the boiler room. The boiler room's characteristic damp heat tormented him. Oh yeah, understandable. That must be really, really hot. This thing heats the entire house. Fucking hell. Yeah, understandable actually. Where is the smell coming from though, genuinely? It had always been an unpleasantly smelly and hot place. And on top of that, the room was full of that horrible stench, which made Kanon feel like it was going to be understandable. Yeah. There was no doubt that this room was the sort. Yeah, in that case, Kanon should have been searching for where the smell was coming from. However, understandable actually, he doesn't feel this is safe whatsoever. However, Kanon kept gazing forward as he grabbed a hatchet from a tool shelf just off to the side of the door. He hadn't stretched out his hand because he wanted a hatchet. Yeah, he wanted to grab a weapon anyway. Understandable, yeah. Why? Because the culprit is obviously Yugu Dena. I don't know. this really is beautiful artwork. Conan goes into the darkness where the naked light bulb couldn't pit. Oh god, yeah. Then he answered.
ルーレットは数字と赤黒にかけて配当を競い合う。
Yeah, and roulette, you bet on a number or the colours of red and black, vying for a payoff. Yeah, definitely, yeah.
赤か黒かのようなリスクの低い賭けはその程度の配当しか与えられない。
Yeah. Oh, that's actually really quite interesting. That really equates to the risk of magic. I wonder how much he actually knows. However, low risk bets like black and red will only offer a similarly low payoff. Yeah, definitely. The words coming from Kanon's mouth were swallowed up by the darkness. That darkness suddenly started to swirl, glittering. That is weird. That is really weird. Okay. Now I know why that is weird. What? Oh my god! Oh! You know shit is serious when the butterflies are here. Oh my god, that is weird! No, but the only thing is I really wonder what's actually happening here. So, I mean, obviously, this is a sign of Beatrice. It was such a fantastical scene. Golden sparkling butterflies are hidden in the shadows. All over the boiler room. Hang on a second, are these the things that are emitting the smell? What? There's no way it can be that. That is so weird. Flap their wings, twinkling beautifully, and gathered in the darkness. Disappearing. What? Conan continued speaking, directing his words to the darkness as it swallowed the butterflies up. But as the butterflies gathered in the darkness, they, probably, they would certainly laugh. But Conan continued to speak without faltering in the sun. Damn! I just really wonder what the point of actually speaking. Is it because, you know, he wants to communicate his ideas to Beatrice or something like that? Or maybe Kumasawa? I don't know. It is just a really quite random thing to talk about, though. But it's interesting, the second he saw these butterflies, he realised, you know, what has been happening here. That is so weird, though. Seeing butterflies in a boiler room that's really dark.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
However, if you bet on something with a lower probability, your payoff increases proportional to the risk. Oh, so that's interesting. Yeah, the master called succeeding despite an astronomical risk a miracle. Yeah, that is actually fair enough. I totally see that logic. So basically, you bet on something really high, and then if chance defies you, then boom, you're fucked. Sorry, if chance defies you, if you don't win, then you're fucked because you've obviously gambled away so much. But if you prevail, then yeah, the low odds, yeah, that will be considered a miracle because of all of the really bad possibilities that have just been entirely overridden, really. That is interesting. Now, it's interesting. I think this is definitely something that Ginzo has told him. Yeah. And called the astronomical payoff gained as a result. Magic. Yeah, I've no interest in what kind of magic you and the master were seeking when you spun that roulette. But you forgot something. Oh, that is interesting. A colourless pocket. You forgot that in roulette there's a pocket that's neither black nor red. Roulette has a special pocket called Zero, which means that the house takes everything in certain variants of the game. This means that all of the coins bet on the table will be swept up, just as so everyone has forfeit.
僕は一つだけ心に決めていた。
I set my heart on just one thing. I decided that
シャノンが殺されて僕が生き残るようなことがあったなら
if Shannon were to be killed and I was
この身を
left
投げ出して
alive,
お前のルーレットを全て台無しにしてやろうと。
I'll sacrifice this life of mine and bring this roulette of yours to ruin. Would that actually be possible though? That's the question we need to ask. That's actually really quite interesting. So maybe there could be... So he's saying that the mistake is the fact that there could potentially be a phase where, you know, all of... I suppose all of the risk, all of what they've sacrificed to actually gain this massive, massive chance of, you know, making a miracle that makes magic could potentially... Well, it could potentially be forfeited because it would be useless. I don't really understand why it would be though. They've killed all the people they want to have been killed. But at the same time, I suppose the doubt of it being magic and the refusal to accept Beatrice, maybe that could be something that, I don't know, contributes to it. It's really hard to tell though. It's impossible to tell. Oh my god! Could that be possible?
親方様が決めたルールでもましてやお前が決めたルールでもない。
Yeah, it's interesting that he's saying yours. This isn't one of the master's rules and it certainly isn't one of
この
yours.
ルールは僕が作った。
I made this rule myself.
僕はもう家具じゃない。
I'm not furniture anymore.
お前のルーレットのゼロなんだ。
That's interesting. But at the same time, I just don't really understand how Kanon sacrificing himself is actually going to ruin the chances of the roulette and it prevailing, really. Well, I suppose if he sacrificed his life, then it would ruin the patterns of killing that Beatrice had actually did. If he killed himself in a really, really obvious spot that anybody could have murdered in, then maybe it would disprove the fact that, you know, Beatrice could actually exist. Who knows? I don't really understand this, though. Yeah. Ooh! Connor's face twisted with humiliation. It was clear that its defiance against his own weakness was being ridiculed somehow. Oh, that is actually really quite interesting. So his weakness is, you know, the fact that he believes he's furniture and he really believes that, you know, he just has no purpose in life whatsoever, I'm assuming. Just from everything he's said about furniture-related things. Yeah, it's interesting that. I wonder how they're actually being ridiculed. Connor's brow creased even further, and a fierce expression that he'd never shown to anyone appeared on his face. The hand grasping that hatchet was shaking. His swivel game drops was slit downward. It was clear that the emotion causing Connor's hand to shake wasn't just anger, fear. However, Connor suppressed that emotion.
僕はもうお前の言葉に惑わされたりはしない。
I won't let your words lead me astray again.
悪魔のルーレットはこれでおしまいだ。
This is where the demon's roulette ends. Seriously? What?
地獄にてさらに1000年。次の召喚者を待つがいい。
Wait another 1,000 years in hell for your next summoner.
ベアドリーチェ
Oh my god! Whoa! Wait, I mean, obviously he's tried to, you know, attack Beatrice. But at the same time, I don't really understand this, because he's basically swinging a hatchet at thin air, when Connor raised a hatchet and tried to dive into the darkness. The darkness definitely sneered. God, that is weird. It sneered at that courage as if it were vulgar, lazy, futile, and meaningless. I mean, honestly, I really get what that means. I really, really understand it. I don't get how, you know, Conan sacrificing himself is going to end the demon's roulette. It's just ridiculous. It really, really is. Maybe it will decrease the risk and it will decrease the success of the risk. Unnecessarily long pause. I wonder what was it. What? Conan, his hatchet still held aloft. Couldn't take another step after. What? With a clang. What the fuck? Hang on a second. So he's holding his hatchet, and yet it clings, and it falls to the floor. What? And following that, with a pair of thuds, Conan's knees hit left and then right. Hang on a second, you've got to be kidding me. So is there... That is so weird. And following that, with a pair of thuds, Conan's knees hit left and then right. The hand. Hang on a second, is he... It sounds as if he is being possessed. He's being controlled. He isn't actually doing this himself. The hand, which looked like it was trying to catch the sky, now that the hatchet had been dropped, gradually lowered, landing on his chest. Then the other hand did the same. What? Right then, a handle with a demon-shaped design was buried into his chest. What the actual fuck? Jesus Christ. That's absurd. How the hell has this happened? The same type of weapon that had been stabbed into Hideyoshi and Evas' foreheads was in Conan's chest. God damn. God, that's unbelievable. Yeah, but at the same time, this demons of the demons roulette is never going to stop. But at the same time, he has sacrificed himself, so maybe there is going to be some sort of consequence to Beatrice. I don't know, though. Yeah, Conan was curled up in anguish. Oh my god, I know he's just been stabbed in the fucking chest. Oh my god, I don't even want to imagine the pain. Oh god, Conan was curled up in anguish. Fresh blood dribbling from the oh god. It was makeup. Yeah, makeup to extreme for Conan's wife. Fair enough. Yeah, what the hell is happening regarding these? Has he blacked out or... Yeah, that is weird. So the gold butterflies, even though they've literally seen somebody, you know, been stabbed by... How the fuck? Who the fuck? How the fuck? Why the fuck? And just in general, when the fuck as well? Like, when did this person have the means to kill him? I mean, I would understand if it was a really, really long-range stab, but the thing is, it was just suddenly implanted in him. Like, there was no sort of significance about... There was no, like, really detailed moment about, like, who had actually done it, somebody running towards him or something like that. No, it was just so sudden. Like, milliseconds. If we're dealing with a killer that can stab people in milliseconds without anything happening, then I don't even know how anybody is alive at this point. I'm not even joking. Around the scene, the glittering gold butterflies danced through the darkness, mesmerizing. It was a beautiful, beautiful dance. Oh, God. A funeral march of tribute, ridiculing, contempt for a single boy's self-sacrifice. Yeah, I do find it really quite interesting. Self-sacrifices would normally be so noble with, obviously, an intent. But it's completely useless here. Because it's just a sign of idiocy, really. It will achieve nothing. It won't stop this demon's roulette. Whoever this is, they have too much power for one person to stop it. Ugh. I'm just trying to imagine Kanon's predicament. It's not very nice. What's going on inside my head? Kanon had already been prepared for his own death. Yeah, fair enough, actually, yeah. But although he could do nothing but accept the death he had received, he attempted one last measure of resistance. Oh my god, yeah, that's going to be really interesting. He grasped the handle of the weapon, sticking it to his chest with both hands. Oh god, and gritted his teeth with an acute, unearthly pain. He pulled it out. Oh my god, I wonder what's actually going to happen here. Oh god, yeah. For only a moment, a bright red spray gushed out. Ugh, yeah, make it an unpleasant blue sound. God. It probably resembled the sound of Kanon's soul as it was sucked into the swamp. But oh my god, understandable actually. Yeah. So I suppose, yeah, the blood's just seeping out of him, like his soul is seeping out of his body, really, because he is going to the dead zone. Not as in how hard it is to move a joystick. Not control a dead zone. The dead zone. Kanon's up. Oh my god, I feel so bad for her. I wonder if she's actually going to see anything. Oh god, someone. Oh god. Kumasawa screamed at the incomprehensible sight in front. Oh my god, I know! Oh god, Kanon was lying in a pool of blood. What's even more absurd is they never ever got to see who killed them. Even in the last moments of their lives, for example, Eva and Hideyoshi, they never got to see it. Even Eva didn't get to see it. Kanon was lying in a pool of blood. Kumasawa's heart was a complete... Oh my god, I know. Oh god, no, I know. Oh my god, having to see something like that. Yeah, oh, what a horrible fate. He wouldn't have been killed if I had been with him. Oh, what incredible luck. If I had been with him, I might have been killed too. Yeah, understandable. Yeah. As she screamed, her expression was filled with complete confusion. Yeah, fair. Yeah. As she screamed, her expression was filled with complete confusion. And all the muscles of her face were pulled up. Oh, God. Yeah, almost as though she was smiling like, oh my god. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Oh god, no, but nobody could have made fun of an expression like this. Oh my god, so they've actually, accompanied her to the rescue. This is really, really good. This is so close to where Kanon's actually been murdered so quickly as well. What is it, Kumasawa? Oh my god, they need to, as quick as possible. What is it, Kumasawa? Answer me, Kumasawa. Yeah, the first one to dash in was Natsuki, holding the rifle. Battle and Genji, yeah, dash. Oh my god, Genji especially. Holy fuck. Yeah, normally they probably would have started discussing the origin of the violent stench filling the boiler room. There's no time though, genuinely. Yeah, but after they saw Kanon, who was lying on the ground as if he would... Oh my god, yeah, as if he were drowning in an ocean of his own blood. The stench wasn't important anymore. Yeah, Kanon. Answer me. Oh shit, yeah, good one. Yeah, Genji, bring Dr. Nanjo here. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, Natsuki, he realised that even though Kanon was on the verge of death, I would have thought he had died. I mean, he isn't fully dead yet, to be fair. Natsuki realised that even though Kanon was on the verge of death, he may be able to be saved. He was still conscious. Oh my god, if he gets saved, holy fuck. So she sent Genji to get the doctor. Yeah, nice one. Natsuki, holding the rifle aloft, faced the darkness in the centre of the boiler room and shouted, "Oh!" Yeah, who's hiding over there? Come out quietly. Yeah, I don't really think that'll work. If you don't come out from here, I'll shoot without mercy. Yeah, we need light. Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Yeah, on Natsuki, let's light them up. Oh shit. Oh, I wonder what's that. there's going to be nobody there. Let's be honest here. Butler, thinking quickly, took a large flashlight from the tool shelf. Oh, alongside the... Yeah, Raikkonen was trying to get his hatchet. Was trying to, you know, use that as a weapon. Yeah, took a large flashlight from the tool shelf alongside the door and used this light to cut through the darkness Nutter he was glaring into. Yeah, but the light only shone on mechanical-looking piping on the door. Oh, yeah! The door had been left open a small crack. And it was obvious that somebody had left through there in a hurry. Now, that is actually really quite interesting. I just don't get how... Maybe they had actually used the darkness to their advantage. Maybe it has been... Well, maybe they have just murdered Kanon in the darkness while he wasn't looking, and then, yeah, maybe they've just ran. But at the same time, I would have thought that Kanon would have at least seen, or heard, maybe, somebody running. Yeah, that is a good question, yeah. Oh, Natsuki, where does that door go?
Genji.
Genji. Where does that door lead to? The courtyard. Oh, holy fuck! Is he gonna chase this person? Like, hell, I'd let you get away with... You get away, you damn bastard. Oh! Battle let out a war cry as he slammed into the door. Cool from outside suddenly rushed... Yeah. There was some thin, rough stairs leading up. Yeah, Basila ran up them shouting! Oh my god. Wait, Batara-kun, it's dangerous to be on your own. It is dangerous, genuinely. Natsu, he was also rushing up the steps, chasing after Batara. Yeah, definitely. Oh my god. Right. Moment of truth. Is he actually going to be able to find, you know, who the fuck this is? They were in the courtyard. The courtyard of the mansion had been built strictly for lighting purposes. Oh yeah, the budget. Yeah. So, it wasn't a very elegant place. Oh yeah, I can imagine just total wired nature. Piped as well, and because it was surrounded on all sides. Oh yeah, the air was calm and completely undisturbed, even though they could hear the sound of the strong winds. Oh my god! So I really wonder. Yeah, there was only the gentle, sorrowful rain. As he ran through the cold and scattered raindrops, dashing up the stairs into the courtyard, Basila looked in every direction. Please tell me there is somebody there. Yeah, no, I agree, of course. The odds of him finding a suspicious silhouette just standing around nonchalantly were pretty much zero. Basila spun, looking all around. I really wonder if he's actually going to find anybody. I think it's 50-50. He turned again and again. He kept spinning until he almost lost his sense of direction. God, yeah, you just so see the desperateness, the desperation even. He prayed that he would see the culprit somewhere in the secret. Oh my god. But there was no chance. All he saw as he spun around more and more was more and more of the mansion's heartless walls and window. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, furthermore, there were two entrances. Oh, yeah, they could have just escaped via one of those. Furthermore, there were two entrances into the mansion from the courtyard. Yeah, interesting. Definitely could be an escape route. Yeah, it could be realistic. God, why is every single person dying, like, genuinely? Because the courtyard couldn't be entered from outside the mansion. The doors had been built without lock. Oh, yeah, understandable, actually. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Yeah, and it would be perfect for a potential murderer. Now, I think this whole smell thing was a trick to lure people into the boiler room so that, you know, obviously the fact that these doors have locks in them, I think that's just there to deceive Butler and to make him, you know, just think more it was more of it being a human culprit. So as a result, I don't know, Beatrice can see Butler's theories, maybe get entertained by them. Maybe that's why, even though she has so much power, she hasn't killed everybody, because she's bored as fuck and she just wants entertainment. So, yeah, let's just watch people die. Ha ha ha, how funny. You didn't know which one they had left. Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, that is weird, yeah. Yeah, he had to give up. Exactly. Do a 50-50 chance, I suppose. Yeah, Butler pounded the wall with his fist, swearing. Oh god, Battle-kun. Yeah. Oh my god, understandable, yeah. Anything could happen, genuinely. Battle-kun, you mustn't run ahead by yourself. Battle-kun? Oh, what's happened? Oh god, understandable. God, you can just so see how much he cares. Battle pressed his forehead against the wall, which he scratched with his fingernails as he got... Oh god, yeah. Damn it.
Oh
my god, I know, Evan, Uncle Hideyoshi. I know, and now Kanon-kun. You killed her. Yeah, was that not enough? You killed a full 6 people. Exactly. I don't even think this is going to stop. Like, why would it? Genuinely. You killed a full 6 people, and that wasn't enough, so you had to kill 3 more. Yeah, exactly. God, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, I know. Oh, and Eva and Uncle Hideyoshi were always kind and fun. I don't disagree. Yeah, even if you just met them yesterday, do you really think he deserves to die? No! I just met Kanon yesterday, but I'm sure I've gotten along with him fine. It's just horrible how these people were just being killed as if they're playthings, genuinely. Exactly. Yeah, why did you kill them? Why? I know! Yeah, exactly. You know, when people die, they don't come back to life again, right? Exactly. Yeah. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, they aren't going to quickly sprout up again like bamboos. I like that. Yeah, why did you kill them? Why? Why? Yeah. So horrible. Reasoning, or at least trying to reason with a thing that has no reason or mercy. Oh my god, yeah. Butler was a boy who could understand the feelings of pain and regret in a person's soul. Yes, so he cried. With all his strength. Natahi, who had always thought of Butler as a frank person. Yeah, fair enough actually, yeah. To see, you know, how truly, I suppose, brilliant and integral and, you know, good of a person he is, I suppose. Yeah, Natahi, who had always thought of Butler as a frank person, was a little surprised to find out that he had this delicate side. And at the same time, she could understand. She understood how easily hurt the heart of a young person he could be. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Oh, God. It's so awful. It really is. Yeah. Sorry.
大丈夫です。あなたもジョージ君もマリアちゃんもジェシカも
Yeah,
私が絶対に守ります。
I'll definitely protect you, George Q, Mariga-chan and Jessica. Yeah, she sounds so nice when she says this. I think it is really, really nice that she's doing as much as she
母
can.
として、そして
Yeah,
後ろ向けの
yeah.
代表として。
No more deaths, genuinely. Nobody deserves them. Well, nobody deserved them to begin with. Never mind now, as a mother and as a representative of the Yoshidomiya family. God, yeah, I mean, he really, really... Oh, God, I feel so bad. He's not only seen his parents go, he's seen his entire, nearly his entire family go, and now, you know, people are just getting picked off more and more. And I think what's so horrible and cruel and just ridiculous about this is they can only contemplate about who the fuck is killing off their entire family while it's happening as well, and nothing adds up. Masaru, after sobbing into Natsuhi's chest for a while, wiped his tears with a bitter smile, as though he had been like that the whole time. What? Yeah, and tried to appear as though he cried more than enough already.
とにかく一度下に戻りましょう。
Anyway, let's go back down for now.
犯人を探すより
Oh, yeah,
自分た
definitely.
ち
Yeah,
の
yeah,
身
yeah.
を守る方が
Understandable.
最優先です。
Yeah, protecting herself is a far higher priority
明日
than
になれば
finding
船
the
が来
culprit.
る。
Yeah, tomorrow the boat will arrive. Will they be able to make it
そうすれば
tomorrow, though?
警察は
Do
やってきて
tomorrow, though? That's the best question.
すべてを白日のもとにさらし出してくれるでしょう。
Yeah, after that happens, the police will come. And everything should be brought into the light.
犯人がどうあがこうともこの島から逃げられるものですか。
Yeah, there's no way the culprit can escape this island, no matter how much they can struggle. It is interesting, that. Is that true? After that happens, the police will come and everything should be brought to light. There's no other culprit. Yeah.
そうっすね。
That's right.
警察さ。
When the police come. Yeah, you really think the police are going to be able to do anything about murders like, for example, Eva and Hideyoshi? Yeah, when the seagulls cry, the camera will be resolved. Yeah, that is actually really quite interesting, that. So, when the seagulls can actually cry because of obviously the fact that, you know, they're not going to be out in really, really rainy conditions like the typhoon would obviously bring. Yeah, well, the typhoon weather would obviously bring. Yeah. But for some reason, Basilo felt a slight sense of uneasiness. Yes, if the seagulls would never cry, understandable, yeah. Would he live to be able to hear the seagulls cry again? That couldn't be true. When the typhoon passes, surely the lively seagulls will return to the harbour again. Will they, though? You've got to ask the question of will they? Right, I might stop playing now, because yeah, I'm really quite tired. I want to go to bed. Obviously, I want to. Oh shit. Oh, yeah, that's brutal. Oh. Yeah, I so hope that Kanon's going to be alive. Holy shit. The servant room had a first aid kit and a sink and could apparently function as a nurse's office. Oh, that's really, really good, yeah. Fair. Right, so I'm probably going to leave this until tomorrow. Oh, I really want to work on actually. Oh, never mind. Right. So that was everything today, and my god, that was really interesting. It was just really quite interesting seeing like the total hopelessness and also the function of the you know, the magic circle of the moon, and obviously how that relates to everything, and also just in general you know, the impossibility of the crime, and obviously Kanon's crime. So it was just so weird. Like, it's really weird the fact that they, like, in the boiler room there has been a really grotesque smell. They've been lured to it and then they've been killed. And I really get the impression that, you know, whoever's behind this crime is, I don't really know. Everything points to them not being human whatsoever. I feel that they're trying to demonstrate as much as possible their point of being inhuman to, for example, Battler, by killing people in completely impossible ways where, I mean, to be fair, there were loads of possible theories here, and it is actually really quite interesting that, you know, they could have gone out of any door. They could have, in theory, done the boiler crime, but they could never have done the closed room with Eva and Hideyoshi. That is just absurd. So, yeah, I'm going to go to bed now. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, I'm quite excited for tomorrow. Obviously, I'll be a lot less tired then, so yeah, I wonder what we're going to learn. See you guys.